Careful there, Nicky. Hold there, that's it.
Because I've seen so many memes.
Every time I go into my Instagram now, it's like, ooh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Kenthurst Park. And what a beautiful Saturday afternoon it is. July 11 is the date. It's just gone past 3 o'clock. We've got Kenthurst District Football Club, Kenthurst FC, taking on the Kellyville Kolts out here in Sydney's West. As you can see, the team in red, Kenthurst and District, and the all too familiar red and black vertical stripes of the Kellyville Kolts. So let's see who will come away with the win here today. Should be very much an enthralling contest between the two. I'm very excited to see how the Men's Super League action in this round 15 fixture will plan out. As both sides just trying to feel each other out. Nice clearing kick there by Cole Allen. As now Kenthurst go on the attack for the first time through Romich. And it'll be the first corner kick for the afternoon. And Kenthurst's first real opportunity. Ben Eisenhuth's my name. I'll be taking you through the action. As mentioned, round 15 fixture. We're about 3/4 of the way through this Men's Super League season. Most sides playing 2 fixtures a week. A weekday match and a weekend match. And both sides certainly needing the win today. Of course, Kenthurst sitting at 8th and Kellyville at the bottom of the tables. The corner looks nice. Great touch from the keeper from the Colts. It may have been Cairnsdale on that occasion. Now patient football from Kenthurst. Another cross. A bit lower this time. Trapped nicely. And the keeper should take that one as cool and calm as you like, and Cairnsdale does just that. So the Colts, as mentioned, a very strong outfit across Hills football for many years, but in the Men's Super League, season 2026 has been one to forget. Just the 1 win, 12 losses, and an aggregate that doesn't look too nice. Although, a clean sheet at the moment, and they've started a little better, but there's a long, long ladder ahead of them, and a long season still to go if you're wearing the black and red, whereas Kenthurst will need to do plenty to try and make the top 6, but they're thereabouts. As Colts look to go on their first attacking effort today. It's Rame takes the woodwork. And Xavier Rame, almost, about 30 out, off his right. And he took the top of the crossbar. And the keeper really had no choice but to look aerial. He looked up and almost sailed over his head. We don't have a name for the keeper, unfortunately, so we'll do our best to try and get that at half time, but there's no jersey 1 and no goalkeeper on my team sheet. So for those who do know, feel free to post or write on in, but nonetheless, it's a clearing kick from Kenthurst FC. And now a chance, may have come off the left arm, the keeper agrees. Cairnsdale came out of his area. Needed to, desperate moments. But it took the left forearm of a Kenthurst striker. It was Potkin Jack. And it's a free kick to the Kellyville Kolts. They'll certainly need those calls to go their way. The effort's been there all season, but as mentioned, the execution not so much. Kellyville through a lovely chip pass over the top. It's Wallace. In fact, it's now intercepted. And risky pass from the keeper. Almost an interception, but again, red jerseys. Kilborn. Can't get the ball. Rame looking like another one. Good interception. Off the right. Keeper misses. In the net. In the net. An early goal to Wyndon. That's Lockie Winton. And the number 17 And the Kellyville Kolts puts one on the board early. And if you're cheering for the black and red, an all too unfamiliar sight this season, but something to cheer about for the team from Kellyville as the Kolts take an early lead. And the number 17, Lachlan Wyndon. What a great goal it was. And the Kolts, oh, Kenthurst, they look a little bit shell-shocked. As mentioned, just the one win this season for the Colts, but Kenthurst sitting 2 spots ahead of them on the ladder. That took the left arm there of the goal scorer, and Wyndon, he'll go home smiling. What a great shot. We saw it this morning in the Belgian-Spanish game, how important it is for our keepers to take the ball cleanly. And on that occasion, the goalkeeper from the Kenthurst and District Football Club just fumbled it. And the ball rolled into the back of the net. Colts 1-0 as Kenthurst looked to respond, and Wyndon, nice header away. Back in the attack, and a through ball's on, screened, but good interception there. Might be Kamito. And I think that may be a Kamito who's an Oak Hill College ex-student, in fact. I'll have to keep an eye on him. I know his brother very well, as now Kenthurst, not a great kick, and should be cleared away by the Colts, and is intercepted by Kenthurst. And Lanoy, patient football, lovely pass, back to Lanoy. Kamito turns it over. Woods, physical presence is Woods, he's a large frame. The goal scorer, Wyndon, off his right. It's a nice pass, but it's tough to get past the backs of Kenthurst, but a missed kick. The ball will stay in. Callum Dong there looking to do the throw-in. In fact, he says, Denny Smith, can you inbound the ball for me, please? So it'll be Smithy. Try and extend the margin from 1 to possibly 2. Took a right arm of Bajwa. Referee says the arm was across his body or next to his body. And nice clearance there from Kilbourne. Colts, look at him go. From far out again, but the keeper takes it cleanly on that occasion. So I must say, the Colts, the trajectory, it's certainly on. They're dialed in. The Kellyville Kolts. They've certainly had a few moments this year. The flag goes up, had to. As there was about 3 red jerseys and only 1 Colts defender, so the only reason they opened up is, I think it was Sam Kilbourne, who may have just copped an accidental knock to a quadricep or a hip flexor. Kilbourne looks to be A-okay. He's looking over to his manager, and just on your screen there in the far part of the ground, he looks to be okay. So the Colts, patient football, finds that man, and Kilbourne, who's shaking it off. Kilbourne, off his right. Couldn't control it. Hit Pritchard, but they'll get the throw in, the Colts. So Kenthurst, they'll certainly need to stay in the fight, so to speak, because at the moment, Kellyville are throwing everything at them. I really like the look of Wyndon, the goal scorer, but Daniel Woods in the centre of field has been fantastic as it's headed away. And a chance off the right. It was again going to be right on cue. The angles, the trajectory have been great as Bajwa could be one-on-one with the keeper. But no, it's Denny Smith who's a little bit too quick on that occasion. And Malashev takes a tumble. Caught his name a few times. Very good footballer is Malashev, and good defence by Kamito. And it will be a throw in to the Colts. Just on 10 gone here in our first half. Kellyville Kolts 1. And the Kenthurst Football Club yet to score. It's a good header again. He's been very impressive as Rame. So far, if they can maintain this all-round team performance, the whole 11, they might get their second win of the season as it's chipped on nicely. The goal scorer was there in Wyndon, but he couldn't get the ball back. As Pritchard, he's been good out there in the left wing. And a nice clearance kick from Jackie Grimer, the right back from the Kenthurst and District Football Club. So as mentioned, it's a pleasure to have your company here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a, we'll call it a battle of the challengers. It's probably the nicest way to say it. Both these two sides at the bottom of the ladder, a place you don't want to find yourself 3/4 away through the season. Colts with just the 1 win and Kenthurst with 2. But nonetheless, both these sides, they have a long, long history. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of feeling out there as we've seen early on. The lone goal scorer, Lockie Wyndon. As Kellyville go on the attack again, Denny Smith. Off the right. Lovely pass again. Pritchard, he's been good. Play on, says the referee. It's good refereeing. Malashev, it's tough to get the ball past him. Now, counter-attacking time. Kenthurst going on the attack. Bajwa, he's screaming for it. Bajwa's taken off, but again, Smith, he's been brilliant. Good defence. Is not a great kick for the afternoon for Rame, but he's still been impressive. There he is there, off the right. Wyndon tried something. In fact, it was the number 10. I can't say I've got his number. There's actually a couple of jerseys. I don't have names for numbers, so I'll do my best as the call goes on as Kenthurst go on the counter-attack. Malashev screaming for it, takes it, beats him. Now it's Bajwa. Off his right, in the area. Malashev off the left, scores! Great response. Kenthurst respond. And I said it earlier in the call, Benny Malashev. I called Kenthurst a few weeks ago and he was fantastic. He was actually defending on that day, but they've moved him up front, which does happen in the Men's Super League. But it's Benny Malashev, the man on your screen, with a fantastic goal. And Bajwa, the left winger, he's been brilliant. As Harmon Bajwa, he's not the quickest of players, but he's certainly got long legs and a tall frame. And on that occasion, it was a great goal assist for him, but an even better goal from the number 32 in Benny Malashev, as it's now locked up, 1 apiece. And don't you go anywhere. Men's Super League action is hot on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in the beautiful part of Kenthurst as the keeper takes that one a bit cleaner. So it's a pretty good contest so far. As mentioned, it's a bottom of the table clash, but both these sides, knowing how important it is to get a win to their names, is now a counter-attacking chance. Jersey grab off the right, 2 in his 90 minutes. Oh, almost 2 in 1 minute, in fact. They only just scored. And David Romich, almost a second for Kenthurst. As the Colts, they need to regroup, and they've got to regroup soon. And it'll be Malashev, the goal scorer, to centre in a corner kick. And the Colts, we've seen it all year long. When they concede one, they concede another very quickly. Can they avoid it? They can't. And it's another goal to Kenthurst. And 2 goals in as many minutes. And the Kenthurst and District FC have just shown why they want a 3rd win. And I'm just trying to see who got his head on it. It was either Malashev for a second, or it could have been Daniel Thomas. I'm not too sure. In fact, it was Thomas. So the number 16 from Kenthurst in the Virgil van Dijk position in centre back. He's about 6 foot tall, and he needed every one of those inches. On that occasion, leapt above the Colts pack. And 3 goals in 15 minutes. This could be a cricket score. Who knows in what favour? Maybe a 20-20 match. So can the Colts just keep their nerve? Can they calm down as now another counter-attacking chance? Flag goes up though. And I think we all need to take a breath. It's been end-to-end stuff. And this is why we love the game. 2-1. 20 gone in our first half. As Kellyville look to make a few substitutions, and are about to do so. Nice clearing kick, but Dong just wasn't the quickest to the ball, and the ball will beat Dong over the sideline and come back for a Lanoy throw-in. Won't be a goal kick. Can they keep the pressure on? Takes ahead of Kai Lynch. And the last touch was off Denny Smith, in fact. So just a little 40-metre advantage there. Nice throw in from the Kenthurst left winger. Good pressure there from the Colts. They've just really got to keep that pressure on in defence. There's Denny Smith. And another offside call. So the enthusiasm's there for Kenthurst, but they just can't seem to get the ascendancy and get their radar right. There's the third offside call. Almost the third offside call in 3 minutes, to be honest, but it's good positional play from the Colts out the back. There's a clearing kick. Finds the head of Kamito. Good control. Through ball. It was Weddle. Cross looks to find Potkinjack, and another flag up. Well, you're almost looking for the, almost getting a yellow card at this rate. 4 offsides at about 4 minutes. The referee, I'm sure, will just remind Kenthurst to let the game flow. There's another free kick to add to the tally for the Kellyville Kolts. And it's Wyndon. Nice pass. Tries to find Pritchard. Taken off Pritchard. Kenthurst, another counter-attack. Beautiful pass on that occasion. Tries to get past Wyndon. In fact, it was Kilborn, and it's gone over the goal line. In fact, taken by the keeper for a goal kick. And it's a lovely kick. It's got about 65 metres, so a big boot from Cairnsdale, who's conceded 2 goals in the first half. I must say, you can't always blame the keeper. It's been a challenging year for Braden Cairnsdale and the Colts at the back. They'll be certainly off, certainly wanting to keep the sheet to no more than 2. I think it's going to be a challenging task. As a big header, intercepted by Malashev, one of the goal scorers, off his left. And he takes a tumble as Benny Malashev. And just on the right of your screens there, but maybe an accident. I think it's maybe an ankle sprain, a bit of an inversion roll. But if I know Benny Malashev, he'll be back up on his feet as he is, and he'll continue with this contest. Now Kenthurst, in their own half, look for a looping kick, I'm sure, and it's a lovely kick. Takes the left foot of Malashev, and as I said, he's back up on his feet. He looks fine, just maybe not his radar. Got a bit excited there, did Benny, and the ball will go over the sideline on the commentary side of ground. Throw in to Dong. And again, the radar off. So the effort's certainly been there for both sides, but the execution certainly not. They're really struggling just for the basics, aren't they? Just trying to keep the ball in the possession for longer than 5 to 6 passes. But maybe now, Kamito. Across to Lanoy. Lovely. Gets past one. Still with Daniel Lanoy. It's a lovely kick. The flag does stay down on that occasion, but he had a bit too much on it. And it will come back for a goal kick. And there's Alex Hill. And Cairnsdale will look to use that big boot of his to clear the ball downtown. Oh, and he slips. And I'll tell you what, he might have a shot from here. Able to control it, almost slips over himself. Weddle. And the ball will beat Weddle over the sideline. So again, just turning the ball over seems to be the theme of the afternoon. Both these two sides. The effort's there, but the execution and the skill is just not up to where it needs to be in the Men's Super League competition. But nonetheless, the effort's certainly there as mentioned. Throw in. Good head from Lanoy. Strong header. Smith. Cairnsdale clears it. Intercepted. Well done by Kamito. Off the right. Tries to trouble the keeper. Not his best, and an apology from the number 10 from the Colts. We don't have a number 10 in our team sheet again, so my apologies. We'll do our best to get his name at the break. As the keeper over the top throw, baseball throw. Thomas, one of the goal scorers, got his head to it. Bajwa now on the right wing. Good pass from him, tries to find Weddle. And it will be a throw in to Kenthurst. A few substitutions have called by the Kellyville manager. It's a lovely area, Kenthurst, driving through this afternoon. Some beautiful homes. Plenty of buildings going up, plenty of houses being ascended. It's a great place to be, and it's a beautiful place to bring you the action here on this Saturday, July 11. As we said, what better time than to sit down and watch some local football. And during the World Cup, France and Spain, the first two through to the semi-finals, where England taking on the might of Norway. And then later tomorrow afternoon, of course, Argentina and Switzerland. And imagine if Argentina play England in a semi. What a contest that'll be. But it's Men's Super League action on your screens. There's a patient pass. And headed away nicely by Kilborn. And it might be Kelly in jersey 10. I've got him down as 72, but I'm going to say Zach Kelly is jersey 10. As Benny Malashev off his right. Bajwa, was he onside? Flag stays down. Bajwa off his right. It's a lovely kick, but across the face. And the last touch may have come off the keeper. And it will. It'll come back for a Malashev corner. Almost the Lionel Messi, we'll call him. The Lionel Messi of Kenthurst and District FC. He can score goals, and he has a fantastic corner kick. To be honest, one of the best corner kicks, I'd say, in the Men's Super League. He gets under him every time. And again on that occasion. Malashev, great corner kick, just couldn't find the head. Bajwa goes down hard. Good contest there from Kellyville. That's the efforts they need. They've got to stay in the fight. Bajwa's done well to get the ball back. Weddle misses all, off the left. Another goal. Another goal to Kenthurst. And the floodgates have opened, ladies and gentlemen. They were down 1-0. Only 15 minutes ago. They now lead 3-1. And it's the gentleman in jersey 26, but I don't have a 26 on my sheet. So nonetheless, the man wearing 26 from Kenthurst scores a goal. And with 10 to go before the break, it's 3-1. And Kenthurst FC, at the moment, they have the momentum well and truly. Can Kellyville get one before the break? Let's hope they can. Kamito's been good at the back. Malashev, again, class from him. Potkonjak. Wyndon, the goal scorer. Cleared away. Smith, he needs to get more involved. He was really good in the opening phases. Here's Smith now, off his right. Can Wyndon get it back? Intercepted. Kolts. Not many attacking opportunities as Kelly. It's a lovely cross of his right. Takes the head of Grimer. Great header away. As Bajwa, he's shoved off the ball by Pritchard. Off his right. Misses the head of Kamito. Wyndon looking for his second. Chance for Kellyville. Good defence and cleared away nicely by Kenthurst. Wouldn't it be good to see a Kellyville goal right on the stroke of half-time? 3-1, the Colts trail. Inbound. Kellyville off the left, headed away by Kamito. He's been very good at the back. And now an attacking chance. Romich falls over. Intercepted. Malashev back to the keeper. The play's gone down on the far side of ground, which really gives a chance for Kenthurst to get one back. Weddle off his left, almost. But his own player, the goal scorer from before in jersey 26, just got in the way. But it's getting concerning. They're getting into the open space way too quickly. And he's looking for a teammate, is Wyndon. He's had the ball for about 30 seconds. Shoves Malashev off it. Great work from Malashev. And maybe that's a bit of a challenge between those two. Wyndon and Malashev, arguably the two best from each of their sides. Good work from Kilborn. He's a patient defender. Here's Sammy Kilborn. Not a bad pass to Kelly. Denny Smith. A hard one for Kelly, but a chance. Again, Kamito. Good muscle from him. Kicked away. Flag stayed down. Keeper's got to come. Great work from the keeper. But he can't keep the ball away from jersey 26. We'll get his name at the break. And it's 4-1. But the sideline official, it's a late call. He's asked, I'm pretty sure the pass was from their own half and he wasn't even over the halfway line. And the goal is awarded. Maybe it was just a bit of a discussion. But 4-1. And as mentioned, I'm looking forward to getting his name. I'll have to interrupt the team huddle. But 2 goals, and he did really well there. The keeper, it was Cansdale, who had no other choice but to sprint out of the line, leave his area to try and intercept the ball, but unfortunately, He couldn't take it cleanly. It was a kick-on-kick scenario, and another goal, 4-1. Kenthurst lead with only a few minutes remaining here in the first half. And it's a big throw in, but again, just a bit too much. Just the effort's there, the effort's certainly there, but they just are turning the ball over way too often. As mentioned, they're doing their very best, but you can't be giving the possession back to a quality side like Kenthurst this often. And the keeper comes out again, but that time the ball's a little bit more harder kicked, and he'll take the ball in his own area, clean on that occasion. And the heads are down for Kellyville, and again, Kenthurst, they make it a fifth. But not a great kick, though, from David Potkin-Jack. But the ball didn't want to go over the goal line. Can Kellyville? Come on, Kellyville. Let's get one before the break. Off the right. Finds Kelly. Needs to be efficient with this kick. It's nice, but a great head away from Captain Romich. Saved an almost certain goal. In fact, it was Thomas. Takes the back of the head of Barjois. Weddle. Better defence by Pritchard. And a few subs being made. Daniel Lanoy making his way off the park. And it might be Romich making his way back on the field for Kenthurst. And it is David Romich. It's not what you want to see. It's Romich coming back on the park. He's one of their best. It's Kellyville. Intercepted. Here we go. Christian Donan. Better pass. Kelly. Little looping pass. It's a beautiful pass. In fact, if it can be kept in. Doman shouldered off the ball. Big contact. Might have been a bit of shoulder and head action, but the referee letting things play is... There's a little bit of banter between those two. Maybe Doman saying, just give us a chance, mate. There's the throw in. Kicked across, not the best of the afternoon, but Malashev will mop up the mess made. Intercepted. Kelly, can he keep the ball? He can't. Romich, chance, Weddle, streaming through. Ferguson it is. Denny Smith kicks it over the sideline. Good, very good footballer is Denny Smith. He's one of the few who's really put his heart on the line and his body on the line at times as well to prevent this scoreline from getting out of hand. As now, chance for Kenthurst. Coming out, good defensive display there from Kilbourne. Wyndon off his right, but again, Kamito. Calm Kamito. Beautiful defence from him. As an offside call again from Kenthurst. I'd say it's about 5 or 6 offsides, but I guess when you've scored 4 goals, it means you're certainly an attacking team. And that's what Kenthurst are. Kilbourne being pestered. And Wyndon, he's got to get rid of the ball. It's good work. Got past Romich. And now, Denny Smith. Back to Kelly. Off the right. It's in the right area. It's hard to get the ball past the defence of Kenthurst. Cleared away. Kilbourne. Doman. Another turnover. Weddle Worrying signs. He's a good footballer as well. Better by Donan. Shoved off the ball and a foul to Kellyville. Christian Donan, he's been good on the far side of ground. As Wyndon. Off the right, it's a lovely kick. Oh, punched away by the keeper. But they need to do that more often. Kilborn, hasn't he got a powerful boot? Potkinjack. Intercepted by Doman. Here comes Kellyville, but again intercepted by Kenthurst. Trying to keep themselves on side of Kenthurst. A bit better on that occasion, but better defence by Kellyville. Killer Kilborn at the back there. Hasn't he been good defensively? Here he is once again, Big Sammy. Good work. Again, he's classy with his feet, as is Kelly. But Kenthurst, patient football. Why press forward when you lead 4-1? I'm sure they'll want just more than the 4 goals. It's Ferguson. Off his right. Well done there by Denny Smith. Once again, courageous as Malashev takes the ball off him. It's a beautiful pass. Flag stays down. Romic could be one-on-one with the keeper, but guess who? Smith's there. Romic off the left. He's gone down in the area. His finger went up. I don't think they'll get many calls given the scoreline. But again, courageous Denny Smith. In a losing side, Denny Smith has put his absolute body on the line for the Colts, the number 5 from Kellyville. But again, Malashev may just drive the nail into the coffin if you're a supporter of Kenthurst. This is a very, very good position to be in. Malashev, off his left, takes the head, cleared away, and guess who? Smith once again. Off the right, better take. Well done, Cairnsdale. Good take by Braden. Good clearance away by Ferguson. Kamito again. Can the Colts get one before the break? I don't use the word desperate very often, but on this occasion, the Colts are desperate for a goal. In the area. That's the place to be. And Cooper Wallace over there in the far left wing. He's been brilliant up the front from Kellyville. Just hasn't had many touches. Only probably been on the park for the last few moments, but a shorter athlete. But he's got plenty of speed. And Kellyville going to need every bit of it. Corner kick. Sun in the eyes. Not the best, stayed low. And it'll be another corner kick on the other side. Lockie Wyndon, the lone goal scorer for Kellyville. Got a goal to add to his tally nonetheless. Wyndon needs a looping one, and that's a better corner. Great defence there. Panic stations from Kelly, but great defence. Ferguson. Can Wyndon get the ball off him? Great work from Wyndon. Interception. Wyndon tries to get past one, but just can't keep the ball at his feet. Almost a kick out there on that occasion, but Potkinjack has time up his sleeve. Romich. Potkin Jack. Flag goes up. Another foul. Another offside call. And you can hear a few of the players saying, just time your run. If it was only that easy. Not very happy there. Zach Kelly playing in the midfield. The effort's been there, but his execution and his kicks have not been on as Zach Kelly's. Daniel Woods, they really need Woods and his enthusiasm. He's very quick, he's a thick player, he's got a good frame. There's Weddle, that collects the head of a Colts defender. On that occasion, it was Woods. Ferguson. Good kick over the top. Chested by Kelly. Malashev back to Kamito. Malashev. Once again, Denny Smith. Great work from Denny Smith. He gets the 3, the 2, and the 1 from the Colts. Headed away. Wyndon, can he get a second? Chance, Kellyville, not a great kick. They're not going to get many. And that one probably should have been buried. But again, the compass, just a little northwest on that occasion. And it will go across the face of goal for a Kenthurst goal kick. So 4-1 is the score. And we're approaching the half-time whistle. As it's a nice clearing kick. Can they sneak one in before the break? Cooper Wallace, can he get the ball back? Wyndon's coming across. There couldn't be too much longer left till the half-time siren goes. And hopefully it's blown now because Romich almost one-on-one. Colts defender. And the referee is just having a few words to one of the Kellyville Kolts midfielders, who understandably is quite frustrated. Off the right, clean. Clean Cansdale. He needed that. And you can hear the whistle sound off in the background. And what a first half, ladies and gentlemen. You got your money's worth. 5 goals in one half of football. It all started with the Kellyville Kolts with an early goal to Lockie Wyndon. But hasn't the pendulum swung the way of the home team in Kenthurst and District FC? 4-1 at the break, ladies and gentlemen. But don't go anywhere, because the second half action of this men's Super League fixture is coming your way right after this. Well, second half action coming your way, ladies and gentlemen, in this round 15 fixture. As we mentioned, the start of the first half was 50-50. The Colts scored early. I've just found out it was actually through Matt Pritchard, who's changed jerseys and wears the 17 for the Colts. But the second half, or the second part of the first half, was all Kenthurst, as a player's gone down in the area. It might in fact be the super sub it is in Matty Pritchard. But he's back on his feet and he's A-OK. But it was Kenthurst and District, as mentioned, with 4 goals in the first half. So what does that mean for the Colts? Can they respond, or will this one get out of hand? As Kenthurst go on the attack early in the second half. Weddle turns the ball over. And it was Samuel Kilborn. Nice pass, and it's the first time I've had a proper look at the number 9 from the Kellyville Kolts in Cooper Wallace. He was very good. And a team that was getting dominated, and now it's Vincent Siligato looking for his hat-trick. Gets it! 3 goals for Vinny Siligato. And funny enough, I just went up to Vincent Siligato and said, jersey number 26, I need your name. What exactly is it? And he said, it's Vinny Vin. So Vinny Vin gets his hat-trick, and Siligato, he wanted 3, he's got his 3rd. And unfortunately, if you're a Colt, I don't think it's the first time or the last time you'll see the ball in the back of the net, as it's 5-1. 2 minutes gone in our second half. And plenty to do for the Kellyville Kolts, and it's much of the same for the Kenthurst and District FC. Kelly, not a bad pass on that occasion, but again, just the radar is well and truly off. We spoke about the opportunities. They're not going to get many, the Kellyville Kolts. And the radar and the compass has certainly been skewed. And a nice throw in, headed away. Woods. Just the ball dispossessed. Kellyville, a little bit more of this. Can they keep the ball in their possession? They've pushed Kelly back to a left back roll. It's off his right. Misses the head of Kamito. Chance, head, goal! Over the net. I thought it was in. Almost all of us here thought it was in. Just scraped the woodwork. And a huge opportunity for the Colts goes amiss. And that almost was it. Maybe the mountain was about to be climbed. It was a bit of an ascendancy. But nonetheless, an opportunity goes amiss. But there is still a slight one. A corner kick. It's Rame. Joseph Rame. Off the right. Goes up. Takes a head of Braden Pritchard. It'll go over the goal line for a goal kick. 2 Rames. So Xavier with the corner kick. And Joey still getting his hydration in. There's a bit of goal kick on that occasion. Gets past a few. And it will be Kelly. Patient football. Good interception by Hayden Ferguson. And now it's Potkinjack. Off his left. Skiligato, maybe a 4th. Better by Kelly. Off the right. Lanoy, still with Lanoy. Not his best. Oh, and the ball goes in. Oh, no. That is a goalkeeping disaster. Lachlan Wyndon, the ball, he almost caught into his hands before it got there. Lanoy got none of it. Skimmed off the laces. But nonetheless, if you can have a shot on target, it's better than a shot away. And it's another goal to Kenthurst. And wow, the scoreline is getting out of hand. 3 to Siligato, 1 to Thomas, 1 to Lanoy, and 1 to Matt Malashev. And if my math serves me correctly, that's 6-1, still with 38 to go in our second half. Good defence again by Captain Romich. Kamito. Kilborn. And Kilborn has a shot from 45 out. And an appeal for a handball. It's awarded. Can we see a slight change of momentum going the way of the red and black? 6-1. Kenthurst lead. And unfortunately, it's not the first time this season that Kellyville have conceded quite a few goals early in a match. But let's see if the effort can maintain. Xavier Rame has a shot off his right. It's lovely, but just across the face of goal. And it'll come back for a goal kick. So again, the enthusiasm certainly there for Kellyville. But the execution at the moment, just not where it needs to be. Good clearing kick by Kamito. Bajwa. Kelly. Back to Kelly. Tries to get past one and can't. Nice through ball. Callum Dong certainly has some pace as Callum. Tries to get it through the legs of Ferguson, but it's a tough task. He's a great defender. And the last touch off Potkin Jack, and it will be a Kellyville throw in. Kellyville going on the attack. It's Wallace. He's looked good out here in the left wing. Off his right, it's a nice cross. Tries to find Dong. Just goes over his head. He should keep it, and he does. Dong. Rame. Still with Rame. Bajwa, good defence again. Rame. Back to Smith. He deserves one. Smith. Slide tackle. Referee waves it away. Unlucky for Kellyville. It was in a good spot. Now, patient football from the Colts. Kelly. Not his best. And the keeper takes it cleanly. And it should be a goal kick. Patient football. Rame. Xavier. And the ball last touched off him, and it will be a throw in. And Kenthurst, 6-1, looking the much better of the two at the moment. Woods needs to get more involved. He was really good in the first half, was Daniel Woods. And at the moment, it's really the likes of Smith and Rame who are keeping Kellyville in the contest. Albeit the scoreline suggests they're well and truly out of it as Barjois. Good from him. Captain Romich. Back to Barjois. Beautiful pass. Potkin Jack. He won't have the legs to get there because Denny Smith, we know how quick he is. Potkin Jack gets the ball back. Barjois. Off his right, it's a lovely kick. And on that occasion, Wyndon takes it cleanly in counter-attack time. Kellyville off the left, not a great kick. And Braden Pritchard, he wasn't too happy. And the ball trickles over the goal line. And again, the turnovers for Kellyville, they're starting to mount up. And when you're giving cheap ball away to a side like Kenthurst, they will punish you each and every time. Potkin Jack needs to find the area. The flag's gone up though. And I think we could all see that was an offside call. It was a late call, but nonetheless an offside call. So again, maybe a dozen offsides to Kenthurst, but that just proves how often they've gone on the attack this afternoon. 30 minutes to go here in our round 15 fixture, and this the Men's Super League. Kenthurst Park is our location. It's great to have your company here on this Saturday afternoon. As a chance for Wallace. Back to Kelly. And not the best pass again. They just can't seem to get the timing of their passes all that right. The effort and the enthusiasm's been there, but just turning the ball over this cheaply against a side as good as Kenthurst, they will just destroy you every single time. Kelly. Off his right. Dong's coming through. Great header by Kamito. Rame off his right. What a great defensive wall Kenthurst are putting up. And a big shove on Romich, who's been winded. And the referee says play on as Lanoy's looking for his second. Off the right, but turned away cheaply. And the referee's letting play go on, even though Romich is down on the ground. But intercepted. And the ref's just letting the game go on. Romich, get back up, he says. Matt Pritchard. And it's back to Wyndon, the keeper, who's had an afternoon to forget, as poor old Lockie. And the ball's gone through. But again, another interception. And Nicholas Weddle, he deserves a goal. He's been brilliant in the midfield for Kenthurst. Grimer, good pass. Romich looks to be better, but Killer Kilborn, he's done well. Almost, but great footwork. Kilborn, great footballer. Brilliant skill. The head of Kilborn, and maybe it takes a chest of Thomas. And it will be a throw-in for Kellyville. And in the area, Woodsy just can't get the ball back. Barjois, patient football from him. Romic takes the back of Kilborn, and Wallace just can't keep the ball in. And it'll be Lanoy to throw the ball in. A goal a bit earlier today, didn't get all of it, but found the back of the net nonetheless. As he throws the ball in. Now it's Kamito, Oak Hill College graduate some years ago. And again, just a pass a little bit too much on that occasion. Kamito's younger brother, a fantastic first 15 player in the rugby union world. We wish Oak Hill College all the best on their venture for a first 15 title in a couple of weeks. One would assume they'll be taking on St. Augustine's in mid to late August, but it's men's Super League action. We're at 6-1, Kenthurst lead. Far better of the two here today. But let's see if maybe there can be a late flurry of goals coming the way of Kellyville. They're getting their opportunities, and there are some tired frames and some tired bodies out there for both teams. So who is going to be the first to concede? As I've already really seen 7 concessions. Big kick over the top. And a foul just outside the area. The 18-yard box. Almost if it was 20 yards, it would have been a penalty. But a bit of a shoulder in the back. I think it might have been Braden Pritchard who copped a shoulder in the back. It was of Romic. He was getting one back from a little bit earlier, and Romic copped a shoulder to the sternum. As the referee just marks the spot for Wallace. And he'll be trying to find the back of the net. The keeper from Kenthurst hasn't been troubled too much. Only the one goal he's let in. Ironically, it was the first goal of the day. But can Wallace find the net? It's a lovely kick. Oh, and it's just gone over the woodwork. Had the right idea. He needed to trouble the keeper laterally. But again, the keeper with just the one goal conceded. And here he goes, Barjois. Oh, thank the Lord. Lockie Wyndon. Harden him out stuff. You want to see Lockie keep a 6 at most for the rest of the afternoon as Wallace almost troubled the keeper a few moments ago. Barjois 1 on 5 and he still gets the ball. Barjois, the flag stays down. Keeper comes out. Flag goes up. Flag goes up. And Wyndon. I've never seen a goalkeeper leave the area more in a game of football. That's got to be a dozen times. But unfortunately, his defenders, they're almost on the halfway line. And it's not because they're doing all the attacking, it's just because they want to try and get another goal to add to their tally. Big kick, takes the head of Kamito. He's been very good at the back. As the sun is making its way down out here in Kenthurst, and I must say, the mercury has dipped into single digits. It is chilly here on the sideline. And a few of these players, we saw it last week. I caught a men's Super League fixture, and in the last 10 minutes of play, we saw an ankle and 2 hamstrings. So let's hope these soft tissue injuries aren't too often, and just as I say it, just off your screens, Killer Kilborn is down on the turf. One of the fantastic backs for the Kellyville Kolts. And it's not on your screens at the moment, but Sam Kilborn will be making his way off the field here on commentary side of ground, and it'll be a substitution. Looks to be a quadricep injury. And it's a long walk for Kilborn from this side of the field. But he was brilliant at the back for the Colts with Sam Kilborn, and we wish him all the best in his quadricep too. As Wallace. Good throw in. Brother Rame's on now. Off the right, missed it. Xavier Rame. But good defence again. Great defence from Kenthurst. Barjois trying to get the ball off Kelly and does. Potkin Jack. Another throw in coming the way of Kellyville. So, albeit it's been nothing but Kenthurst this whole match, Kellyville have hung in there. They're certainly trying to find the back of the net. They've only done it once. Let's hope they can do it another few times, but it's very tough turning the ball over like that, as Matty Pritchard should get the ball back cleanly and does. But Hayden Ferguson tries to get the ball off him but can't. Dong can't get past again a Kenthurst defender. I mean, they've scored 6 goals, but geez, their defence has been fantastic as Kenthurst's. As Barjois, in fact, it was the number 26 in Siligato, but he'll only stay at 3 goals here this afternoon. But there is still quite a bit of time remaining. 23 minutes remain here in our round 15 fixture. And we spoke about what a time of year to watch your football on your screens. Spain and France through to the semi-finals. What a match that'll be. I think Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. And you'd hope the English will be playing Argentina, because what a clash that'll be on Thursday morning. Is it coming home? Or is Mbappe and his crew a little bit too good? Speaking of too good, the defence, maybe a little bit too aggressive on that occasion. Daniel Thomas, the goal scorer, but the defence for Kenthurst has been brilliant this afternoon. Kelly, can he get it in? It's a lovely kick. It's his best of the afternoon. And Kelly needs to try and push forward. I mean, technically possible. 5 goals in 25 minutes. We did see 2 and 2. I'll tell you what, with it all to do, but at the moment, they've had all the ball. But you can have all the possession in the world, but if you don't score a goal, none of it matters. It's Kelly. Great pass. He's just oozing a little bit of class at the moment, Kelly. Kenthurst coming out from their own end. A risky pass. If it gets the right bounce, it won't. Matt Pritchard. And it takes ahead of Ferguson. Chance, opportunity, off the right, not his best. Kyle Allen it was. And the stats, they'll certainly tell the tale of the tape. Too many opportunities for the Kellyville Kolts. They've had probably only 1 or 2 shots on target. But they've had, I'd say, at least a dozen shots. And at the other end, Kenthurst, I'd say they've had a dozen shots on target and they've scored half a dozen goals. So execution, one of the most important words in sport. And at the moment, it's Kenthurst and District FC who epitomise execution. Great one too. Siligato gets past Kelly. Inside to Captain Romic. Siligatu looking for a fourth. Off his right, better take. Taken cleanly by Wyndon. He's getting better as the afternoon's going on. Matt Pritchard. Bajwa has a shot. Apologises as soon as it left the foot. And across the face a goal. And it'll come back for a goal kick. So men's Super League action, as I said on your screens. 8th playing 10th. Kenthurst and District will stay in 8th, but their for and against will certainly be more into the positive. They're minus 17 at the moment. They've just got that back to minus 11. As there's a bit of frustration from one of the Kellyville Kolts players. He's not happy about something, is Braden Pritchard. I mean, one guess as to why. Look at the scoreboard, as they say. There's Allen, better from him. Rame, good defence again by Thomas. Better there from Kellyville. Looping cross. Doman. Doman off the right. Back to Kelly. 19 minutes remain. Kelly off his right. Straight at Romic. And Siligato. He's got one to beat. Passes it through. Potkin Jack coming across. Off his left. Over the crossbar. And it should be 7. And it should be 7. With a chance going to miss. But maybe a little bit of luck going the way of the Kellyville Kolts. And they're going to need plenty of it, as we've lost a football. And that is one of the funnier things I've seen in men's Super League football. Sam Kilborn. He's left the sideline and he's with his mates in the car park. Take from that what you will. Off the goal line, Pritchard takes a kick because Wyndon's had plenty of them from his own goal line. As going on the attacks, Kenthurst. And the keeper and Lockie Wyndon will come out and take the ball. I was giving Lockie Wyndon plenty of raps. On my team sheet here, it says jersey 17's Lockie Wyndon. He's got the gloves on today, where it was Matt Pritchard who scored the goal, the only goal for Kellyville Kolts, who actually opened our account this afternoon. It was, would you believe it, 1-0 Kellyville Kolts up into the 7th minute of play. Whereas now, Rame, opportunity off his right, can't take the head and misses everyone. Doman, and a shove in his back from Weddle. And it's certainly going to be a tough effort to beat the likes of Hill Spirit and Castle Hill United at the top of the ladder. And number 12 in Joseph Rame. Will he aim for the back of the net, or will he try and get ahead of a teammate? Rame off his right. Should have jumped up for it. One of the players was in a good position for a header. But another chance goes astray, and another shot adds to the tally. But unfortunately, not another shot on target on that occasion. The score remains 6-1 with 15 remaining here in our Men's Super League Round 15 fixture. Your match of the day. Healed through. Potkin Jack gets past Denny. But Denny Smith says, no, you won't, sir. And I mentioned it earlier in my call. Sam Kilborn, he was very good whilst he was on the park. He was complaining of a quad strain, so we wish Kilborn all the best. But Denny Smith in jersey number 5 for Kellyville on that right back roll. If anyone deserves a beer tonight, he should have 10 other blokes buying him a beer, because he has been brilliant in the right back role. Has really kept this scoreline, if you can use the phrase, manageable. The scorers have been certainly earning their paychecks today. 6-1, but it probably could have easily been double digits. As Pritchard. Another turnover. Barjois. Potkin Jack just says, that one was a bit above my pay grade, and lets it roll over the goal line. Or in fact, maybe it went over the sideline for a Denny Smith throw in. And a Comito, who's been pushed up into the forward line. And Pritchard. Can it be controlled? It can't be. And Braden Pritchard. Another turnover. Pritchard. And the ref does blow a free kick the way of Kellyville. And a bit of shoving off the ball. You wouldn't think the score was such a big margin. Both these teams are very frustrated. Well, more so Kellyville. No reason. Well, there's plenty of reasons why. Minus 46 on their goal differential, which unfortunately is about minus 52 at the moment. Mind you, Winston Hills Bears aren't far off with a negative 41 points differential themselves. And you look a bit further up the ladder, the likes of Hills Spirit and Castle Hill United, Rouse Hill Rams and Box Hill Rangers, all those 4 sides battling out for the top 4. Hill Spirit still yet to taste defeat. As Barjois almost teaming onto it. And Potkin Jack, he'll want to use Barjois off his left. But Kelly's there. Tries to get past, and it's through the legs of Siligato. Nice kick. Does it stay in? It does. Beautiful pass from Kelly. And a great slide tackle from Weddle. Well, I've been giving Denny Smith plenty of raps this afternoon at the right back role for the Kellyville Kolts, but if anyone deserves a rap, it's got to be Nicholas Weddle. The right back for Kenthurst and District. He has been instrumental for the Kenthurst and District FC team. That right back role, he's been getting his body in the right positions. He's been pestering the attacking left wingers and midfield of the Kellyville Kolts. And Nicholas Weddle might earn himself a point in the 3-2-1 this afternoon for Glenhaven. Or should I say Kenthurst. Ten to go. Pritchard goes long. Here's Woods, but it's headed away by Fergo. Allen. Pritchard. No, again. Braden Pritchard. He's had plenty of touches, but he just can't seem to get the compass straight. His enthusiasm and energy have been there, but just like his teammates, they've had plenty of attempts, but they just can't seem to get the ball anywhere near the keeper, to be honest. They have barely troubled the Kenthurst goalkeeper here this afternoon. It's been well over an hour since they scored a goal, and the frustrations are mounting for Kellyville. And Silagato intercepted. Great work. Doman. Silagato, good defence. Had the ball taken off him. Could have given up, but didn't. Really persisted. That's good football from Silagato. And Potkin-Jack coming through. He's in the area. One touch. Saved. And again, Lockie Wyndon. In the last half an hour, he has been fantastic. Only the one goal in this half. 5-1 at the break it was, and it was an early goal, probably in the first 2 or 3 minutes of play. It was the hat-trick to Vincent Silagato. But Lockie Wyndon has really kept his score sheet from blowing out. And he's been really good at the back. Oh, chested, play on, goal. And the whistle stays out of the mouth from a free kick perspective. And just as I was giving Wyndon a rap, it was an ugly goal. There was a few players around him, but it was chested in. And I think it may have been Romich who scored the goal. We'll have to try and get the name, but nonetheless, it is a goal. And another one to add to the tally, and it just goes 7-1. Just trying to find the goal scorer. I think it could have been Daniel Thomas with another goal to add to his tally. And we will put down Thomas. It was 16. 7-1. Kenthurst and District Football Club. Probably should be 9 or 10. So Kellyville will, silly as it sounds, probably count themselves a little bit lucky. As Weddle, he's been brilliant today, Nicholas Weddle, right here in front of us on the commentary side of ground. As back to Weddle. Not the best pass from him. And pushing forward is Allen. Xavier Rame gets past one. Good defence from Potkin-Jack though. Rame still with him. Tries to find a teammate, does. Off the left. Still with Lockie. Good pass. Pritchard. Turned over and a foul called on Daniel Thomas. And maybe a last-ditch effort. If you're a fan of the Kellyville Kolts, I live not too far from their home ground over there at Bernie Mullane Sports Complex for about 20 years. So it's disappointing to see this scoreline. But if I know the Colts, and I do very well, they hang in there right to that final siren. Zach Kelly. Tell you what, that defensive wall is way too close to that ball, but Kelly, off his right, takes the header. Kamito, he's been brilliant. Isaac Kamito. A Harry Kane-like performance. I know he's at the back, but the ball's touched his head more than it has his feet. He's been brilliant. Defensive headers, he's saved too many opportunities for the Colts. We spoke about the shots on, just not enough on target. As Rame, not his best. And Bajwa. And Smith. Shoved off the ball by Kamito, but bit of a pat on the back, and Smith will be okay to continue on for the last few minutes of play as Woods will look for one of his big boots. Knows how to get under these. Off his right. Bajwa. Chipped over the top. Woods. Allen. And a foul against Kellyville. Romich. Ferguson. Intercepted by Woods again. Dong can't keep the ball. Intercepted again. Still with Thomas. Now Grimer. Not his best. And across the face and a bit of banter at the back of ground from David Romich. And didn't trouble Lockie Wyndon on that occasion, who I must say shouldn't cop too much of a negative spray, because the effort's certainly been there for Lockie Wyndon. I mean, a goalkeeper's error when he dropped the ball in the back of the net, but we'll let that one slide. He's just been beaten by a much better side in Kenthurst today. As we can see, Braden Pritchard getting himself back up onto his feet. I mentioned earlier in the call, the mercury is well into the single digits. It is really fresh out here, and in the game I called last week, there was quite a few soft tissue injuries. So let's hope that's not the case this afternoon. As there's less than 5 minutes remaining here in our contest, and the Kenthurst district side will be very big winners. They're up 7-1 as Doman, good from him, off his right, finds Kelly, but Kellyville going on the attack, trying to get a last-minute goal. And one of the players is down. We saw Braden Pritchard just take a tumble a bit earlier, and it's a shame because he's been really good this afternoon. Has Pritchard. His accuracy not as good, but the effort's certainly been there. Looks to be complaining of maybe an ankle injury, I think, as he limps off the field, and hopefully only a minor injury there for Pritchard. It looks to be one of the trainers has met him on the sideline. And the full-time siren is about to beat us across the line. It's been a fantastic afternoon, plenty of action. 8 goals. It's always good fun when you see 8 goals. Unfortunately, if you're a Kellyville Kolts fan, they've been in the wrong end of the field and in the wrong net for the gentleman in red and black. But for the hometown heroes, for Kenthurst and District, they have been sensational this afternoon. Really highlighting why they're a lot better than where they're sitting on the ladder, and they really are still with a finals hope, albeit it will be a challenging feat. But there's still plenty of football in the Men's Super League action to come in season 2026. And on that occasion, a clean take for Wyndon, who's tidied up his afternoon. He'll be better for the run, as they say, but certainly with plenty to work on. But it's not just him, it's his teammates as well. And the timeline has just ticked into added time as Kelly off his right. But again, a little bit too much from Kelly on that occasion. going on the attack, Kellyville. This could be the final attacking effort from Kellyville as Woods slips over. And two players come in contact in Doman and Woods. And maybe, just maybe, one more goal. Good defence there. It was Cooper Wallace getting back to lend a hand to Wyndon. As Doman chips to himself. Classy football. But the pass not great, and Allen just can't get the ball in the nick of time. As that brings an end, ladies and gentlemen, to our contest. You hear the whistle go in the background. And it's certainly been a match that's been dominated by the hometown Kenthurst and District Football Club. It was really about 5 minutes of stress for Kenthurst, where Kellyville Kolts scored the first of the afternoon through Matt Pritchard. But then it was a goal to Lanoy, 2 to Thomas, 1 to Malashev, and a hat-trick to Vincent Zelegato. And the final score reads 7-1 to the Kenthurst and District FC. It's been a pleasure to have your company. We look forward to seeing you next week. But as for now, have a great Saturday afternoon, and thank you for your company.